The police is tapping on the window, and I roll down the window, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, did you hit something? I'm like, no, somebody hit me. And he's like, ma'am, step outside the car. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's the problem? I'm the victim here. And so I get out the car, and he asked me to walk in a straight line. And I'm like, sir, I have arthritis. I can't do that. I thought that was funny. I thought it was charming. He did not find my jokes funny. Next thing you know, he tells me I'm being booked for a DUI. And he throws me in the back of that car, that squad car. And he takes me to the Hollywood Police Department station. And it was like he was driving so fast. And I was upset. I was like, how dare this man? I am a victim of a hit and run. And he is just so insensitive to my situation. And I get there, they got me in a holding situation, and he runs me through there. And then he has me take the breathalyzer, and I blow. And that thing is hard to blow in. And then he looks at it, and then he's like, blow again. And I'm like, I blow again. And then he's like, I didn't know at the time why he had that look on his face. Turns out I blew a .23. A .23 is almost three times the legal amount that you're allowed to drive in almost every state. The legal limit is .08 in California. And I was at .23, so I was just 1 point shy of being 3 times over the limit. So I had no business at all being behind the wheel of a car. And realistically, if you have one drink, especially if it's a mixed drink, you are already probably at .7 or .8. Throw in any shots or beer, and you are over the limit. So please know that if you decide you're going to go out and drink, you better either have a designated driver or call Uber, or if you get to the point where you cannot contact Uber, make sure you got someone who can call you an Uber, because it's not worth it unless you like throwing away $10,000, $30,000, depending on what kind of case you get and what kind of situation you got. Several $1,000s, okay? So, yeah, that's why he was staring at me like that, because I blew a .23. And so they threw me in a cell until they transported me to Van Nuys jail. Hooray, yeah. And that's fun. Van Nuys, California has a high amount of sex workers. And so it was me and the sex workers for the most part. And I mean, it was, it was rough in there. There's no privacy. When you use the bathroom, there's 2 toilets. I was in the bunk next to the toilets. Fun for me. I don't care how much I love women. I don't love women that much. I don't want to be next to the toilet stall. So the toilet stalls are right here, and there's 2 of them, and they're out in the open for you to go ahead and watch me or watch you do whatever it is you gonna do. The phone is here. There's a sink there. People were emptying out their milk cartons and using that to get water because we didn't have water. They would give us milk, apple, and something to eat. I learned that if I took a bologna sandwich, because they gave us a bologna sandwich on white bread with cheese, and if I put it under my arm, the heat from my underarm would melt the cheese. I did it. It worked. But that was the last time I had a bologna sandwich. I don't care if it's fried, Oscar Mayer, whoever, I don't mess with bologna. That season was so traumatic that I will not mess with bologna. It's like bologna put me in there. It's like bologna did not put me in there. Al put me in there. Alcohol. You think that this is the kind of content that you're into, my journey to freedom from alcohol, join me, because I am creating that playlist, and you will find more of this on my YouTube channel.